Very important issue because it touches on copyright, it touches on intellectual property, and it is an area which is very tightly guarded. I want to confirm that the team that the Honorable Gladys Sholei refers to Tunisia, I want to confirm to this Honorable House that I flagged it off myself. I flagged it off myself, and they were in their official Nike kit. That is something I can confirm to this House without any fear of contradiction. I also want to confirm to this House that the team in Budapest, the World Athletics Championship team, is a team I personally flagged off. That team is also at the flagging off wearing their official Nike colors. I am willing, Honorable Speaker, to get confirmation from Athletics Kenya, the federation that manages athletics, National Olympics Committee, the team that manages all teams to the Olympics. I can commit to this House to bring here a confirmation from them on the agreement they have with Nike and the kitting by Nike of all Team Kenya teams to these delegations. And of course, I would also be happy to receive the images and the information that the Honorable Gladys Sholei has. Allow me to come back to Talanta Hela in a moment, but quickly just indicate on the question of raised by Honorable Chepkonga, my learned friend Chepkonga, on the question of accommodation. I have already confirmed that the accommodation was for local accommodation because this team was in camp for quite a number of days preparing for this activity. And on the payment of the awards, that payment is being processed, and there was a challenge. I have confirmed this with the Principal Secretary. There was a challenge with some of the accounts presented for transmission of this money. I want to inform this House that because of previous cases of misappropriation of money meant for athletes, we have changed the procedure, and now we send money for athletes directly to the athletes. It takes a bit of time to get the details. Some of those details sometimes have difficulty, but the 18.75 million Kenya shillings has already been released and is available to the athletes, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Emase posed the question on whether the challenge is funding or incompetent staff. As I have already indicated, the ministry has a serious funding challenge. That I'll admit to this House. And I'll actually invite the House to be a lot more accommodating, given the value of sports, to be a lot more accommodating in your resource allocation to sports, to be a lot more accommodating when we request this House to ring-fence the Sports, Arts and Social Development Fund for sports and the arts exclusively. I have no doubt that the ministry has competent staff, but we definitely have issues in federations, and as I've already asked this House, we are putting together a very robust program to deal with the governance challenges in federations, but it is a challenge that requires the full support of this House. We have already put these federations on notice, and we invite this House to support that process of streamlining federations. Allow me to conclude, Honorable Speaker, with the question on Talanta Hela. Honorable Speaker, Talanta Hela is a very revolutionary program. It is a program which is intended to fix the myriad challenges that we inherited in this sector. And I had started by making reference to those challenges. We found a country banned by FIFA. We found a country on the verge of being banned by World Athletics because of doping. We found a country with no single stadium approved by FIFA or CAF for football activities. the whole arena of sports infrastructure was completely tattered. We found a country where federations had myriad issues. We also inherited a scene, Honorable Speaker, where that whole area of what we call the creatives was really not consolidated. And I'm talking about musicians, I'm talking about film, I'm talking about royalties payable to our creatives. So that is the scene we inherited. To help fix these challenges, we imagined what we consider to be a silver bullet. And that silver bullet is what we are calling the Talanta Hela Initiative. This initiative, Honorable Speaker, is about launching sports and the creatives as a mega industry. It's about monetizing talents of our young people. And, Honorable Speaker, as I speak right now, we have already had a very successful national youth talent camp. The Talanta Hela Inter-County Football Tournament is going on all over the country. In fact, we launched that tournament in the home county of the Honorable Deputy Speaker of Uasin Gishu at Kipchoge Keino Stadium in a very successful ceremony. That is going on. Honorable Speaker, on the Talanta Hela app, that app is not just an app. The Talanta Hela is actually a digital system. It's a digital system that would allow scouting of talents from all over the country through the virtual space. It is actually a fantastic system, so that a child in Turkana, for instance, can be able to send their skill through that app to a team of scouts. Now, what was ignited by His Excellency the President at State House on June 9 was the system, and the system is ready. I can confirm to this House that there was a challenge that caused a delay in the completion of the screening room, because it is a whole ecosystem from the point where you take a clip and put it in the system, where it is then transmitted to a screening center. That screening center, Honorable Speaker, suffered procurement delays, and we have been given a date of September 4th for the completion of the screening room.
So, Honorable CS, are you confirming it does not exist?
It exists, only that it has not been activated. But the system exists, and the reason why I need to clarify this is that the moment you activate it, you will start sending content, but the content will not have a destination, because the destination is still being put together. And that destination is what we call the Talent Screening Center at Kasarani, and I invite this Honorable House, they can visit Kasarani at the Kenya Academy of Sports and confirm that actually we are working round the clock to complete the screening room at the Kenya Academy of Sports in Kasarani.
There's
but
a
the system is...
point of order from the Deputy Speaker. Cabinet Secretary is confirming that when the President launched something that was not ready. That is what we need to know. Because if it's not live to the public, then it was not necessary to launch it. So let's get a confirmation. He's saying it's under progress. So whatever was launched is something under construction. I think we need, that should come out clearly. Don't try and say we are building and it's staying here and it's in Kasarani. It was launched.